Hi everyone, welcome back to the Denied by the Crossbar podcast. I'm your host Daryl, and today I'm here with Reese. How you doing, my bro?
I'm good, man. I can't complain. Good, good, good.
Yeah, wicked, man. Wicked. Game week 21.
Wow.
City dropping more points. Let's just get straight into it, bro. Let's
So,
start with yesterday's game. Nottingham Forest, West
West Ham.
Ham.
Yeah.
Mad. We was talking about it earlier on, like you said. West Ham
Yeah.
lost 2-1. Last late penalty. Talk to me, man.
Um, that game, yeah, for me, I feel West Ham, the turning point in that game was the offside decision for West Ham's goal. I think
Definitely.
it was the wrong decision
Somerville.
as well. And
Somerville's goal.
great goal. It was a good goal as well, man. Really good goal. Good finish. But yeah, I think it was the wrong decision because if you watch it again, obviously West Ham had the momentum. It deflected before it got played into him. It deflected off the Forest player. When it deflects, usually that means that it's not going to be offside. That's the
It's got to
rule.
be it's got to be onside, then, isn't it? It come off the defender.
It's frustrating again because it's VAR and it's not the technology. It's the people using it. It's the officials. So then I knew once that went against them, that's going to kind of wake Forest up and that's going to
The
give them.
momentum changed, didn't it? The momentum in the game
And then
changed.
they went up 5 minutes. I'm sure it was around 5 minutes later or so. 5-10 minutes later, they scored, and then I didn't even see the last bits of the game. But then when I saw to check the result, I see they actually went on to win the game. And
Got a
then
late pen.
yeah, West Ham look like they're going to get relegated, and it looks like Nuno's only a matter of time before he gets sacked. So
I'm shocked at that. There's 7 points. There's 7 points adrift now, bro. It's looking bleak.
start times at West Ham. Yeah, for me, I always look at them as they're a Premier League team, and I don't expect them to get relegated. I expect them to always kind of be in the Premier League. But obviously, this season they've been struggling. And obviously, before Nuno, who was it? Was it Potter? That was the
But I
manager.
was struggling as
It
well.
just hasn't been working. So I'm not. I'm
But
not
didn't you
sure.
think when Nuno came in, though, didn't you think they're going to be safe? Knowing what he does, his caliber of manager, you're thinking they're going to be all right in it. You
Who's,
know what I
who's that
mean?
with Nuno or with
Yeah,
Potter?
when they bought Nuno in,
Because how he plays is he kind of plays defensive in it, so it makes you play on the counter. You're not as open as expansive, but for whatever reason, it hasn't worked. I think when he said he thinks he can get a tune out of these players, but then I've heard him say now that he wants his own players. He's not getting a tune out of them, and it maybe makes you question potentially what's going on with some of their players because Potter and the previous managers as well haven't been able to get a consistent tune out of West Ham's players as well. So it's not looking good right now for West Ham.
see, the problem with West Ham, right, is that I wonder, bro, if they get relegated, the Championship's hard, you know? It's not like they've got a good squad. If someone like Newcastle, I'm just on whoever, a big team went down, you're thinking they can come back up.
And they got money. It's not like
And they've
West
got
Ham. They
money.
got owners who spend
What's the
loads of
thing?
money.
They don't spend money. They ain't got great players, so they can't spend. The only player that's worth money really is Bowen. Bowen's 29. You might get, what, 50 for him?
What I would say with them is they've always had a good academy, youth academy. So it must be a thing where if they did go down, you promote some of the youth players. You buy one or two players, but you promote some of the youth players, and you kind of go from there, and it's kind of a rebuild. And you kind of got to see what happens.
Yeah, but I can't see them coming straight back up, though. It's one of them ones, they could be down there for another 2, 3, 4 years. You know them ones?
My thing I'm thinking about who would be the next manager right now if Nuno's gonna go. Who's gonna be the next? Because I wasn't expecting that. I thought he was gonna be there at least till the end of the season. Probably keep them
Yeah.
up and maybe go on from next season or something like that.
Oh,
So
you reckon they might get rid of him, like, soon and get
no,
another
I've
manager?
heard I've heard that apparently it's already agreed. It just hasn't come out properly. They're just
See.
trying to sort out the severage package and obviously the next appointment kind of thing.
Jeez,
That's
three
why I said
managers.
that game yesterday, there was a lot of pressure riding on him. He kind of needed to win. That's why I was like,
Yeah, that's a proper
unfortunately,
relegation 6 point at that game, isn't
yeah,
it?
exactly.
At home as well, you got to be winning that, bro.
Yeah, bread and butter. You got to win those games.
Got to win those games. But yeah, it's bleak times for West Ham. Okay, we're going to Bournemouth Tottenham 3-2. Mad game.
High
Good win for
scoring.
Bournemouth though. They needed it.
Yeah, because they've been on poor run of form. Obviously, Tottenham's form ain't been great either. But Bournemouth, I think, what was that their first win in how many
I
games?
think it's like four. First win in four, I think.
Yeah, and they're right near the bottom as well. I'm not used to seeing Bournemouth there. I'm usually used to
I'm
seeing
shocked
them
that I was talking about it the other day in the podcast. They're like
the
a few
top
points
half.
behind Leeds, 4 points behind Leeds, and they're like Leeds are in it just above the relegation. You're just gonna say so. Bournemouth are in it, you know, but they've had some bad results. But that's a good result. We're talking about it earlier on. Semenya popping off with a 5 minute winner.
They're gonna miss him for sure, 100%. and you could see how he celebrated as well, how much it meant to him.
It was
You can
nice
kind
for
of
him
see
still.
he's appreciative. He's appreciative to Bournemouth and the fans. So it was kind of a touching, a parting gift, so to speak. But that game, high scoring. I think the first 10 minutes, I think it was like 1-1. I think Tottenham went in front and then won. Then 2-2. You're thinking Spurs are gonna get a draw, and then Bournemouth nick it at the end. So
Nick at the end. But you know what I've been impressed with though? I've been impressed with Junior Groupie. You know that guy? Youngster. He's 19, bro.
who does he
The
play?
young striker. Bournemouth young striker. They bought him
Okay.
from Lorient from France.
Okay, I haven't looked at him properly, but I will
Keep an
be
eye
keeping
out for
an
him.
eye
I
on
think he's
him.
got like 7 Premier League goals already. He's 19.
Already. Wow.
Yeah, he's
Where did they
19.
get these? Where did they get these players from?
He come from Lorient. They signed him last year, but he just didn't come into the team yet. I think it was. I think he just came this summer. You know what I mean? But sick little player, man.
Yeah, these talented players. I always think where I know we don't need them as a Liverpool, but I always think where do some of these talented players just pop up from? There's a few because I think Wolves have just brought someone through. Mane, his name
That
is
Mane guy's good as well.
18, 19. He's the
Good
one who
player.
got him a point today. He's another good player. Has been scoring in the last firing in the last couple games. And the other player I like is Thiago, the one at Brentford, the striker, the
You got
Brazilian.
Thiago. Bro, he's on 14 goals. You know.
No,
He
15.
scored today.
Yeah,
15.
he scored today. I
Second to
know that
Haaland.
I know he scored one. I'm not sure if he scored more than that, but 15 goals in his first. Wait, is it who was he
It's
at
his first
before?
full season.
Was he at another Premier League club before
No,
though?
he was there. He was there last year. They just didn't play him. I think he went out on loan somewhere, and then they brought him back this year.
Oh right, okay. So yeah, see, imagine that first season as well, 15 goals. That's what I'm saying. Another talented striker,
He's
you know,
24, bro.
and
Mad.
he's very direct. That's what I like about him. He knows his skill set. So yeah, there's a lot of underrated players that these mid-table teams, little teams have.
Yeah, definitely. Big up to Bournemouth. Big up to Brentford, though, man. Brentford won 3-0 today. Beat the mighty Sunderland. We won't
Cool.
go into that one, but that's still a big victory. Brentford on a crazy run, man.
No, they're on a good run. I think, last 3 games they've scored 3 or 4 goals. I think they beat Everton 4-4,
4-2.
and then before that they won, I think 3-0 or something like that as well.
Scoring goals, bro.
Yeah, no, they got a lot of firepower. They're in form. I put them because I'm in one of them LMS
Okay,
bet
right. Yeah,
groups.
you get the team. Yeah, yeah.
I picked Brentford anyway. Cause they're in form, and then yeah, so kind of I'm through to the next round and whatnot. But yeah, I thought because they're in form and they're playing well, I thought yeah, even though Sunderland's done really good this season, obviously they're like a surprise package. The last few games they've kind of hit a bit of like
Yeah,
a little
they've gone a
patch.
bit quiet.
The points have kind of slowed down a bit, so I just think they're having that patch right now.
But they're missing them AFCON players as well, though.
Yeah, but when
They
we
had
last
6
spoke
players.
about Sunderland, obviously they were like.
They were flying
I
high, bro.
think
They were
that's
like fourth or
fine. I
something them
just think they're
times. Yeah,
having
yeah.
a little dip, and we just got to see if they kind of pick up again, or if the dip continues to carry on.
But yeah, big win for Bournemouth, big win for Brentford though, man. But let's move on to Fulham, Chelsea, West London derby. Fulham nicked it 2-1. They played really well. Chelsea, huh?
I think Fulham deserve to win. To be fair,
Definitely deserved to win, but Chelsea once again showing disciplinary problems. That's 5 red cards in the Premier League this season. That's not good, man. They got to sort that out.
but the problem is when you have those red cards, is what changes the game, because it's either gonna make you better, because it might inspire you a bit, and you're 10 men, and then you're harder to beat. But at the same time, it could go against you, especially depending what player gets sent off, and it was a fullback.
As a defender, yeah.
And you're away from home, it kind of gives the other team the incentive. And obviously they did. I think they edged it for me. Chelsea did have a couple chances, but Fulham did score early on, but obviously it got ruled off for
They got ruled
offside
out,
anyway.
yeah.
And
You see Jimenez's goal though, the header. Great header, man.
but
He's still classy though.
he's another talented player, clever, very clever player,
Smart.
underrated player. Can link the play, very technically good player. I think they deserved it, Fulham, and even when they played against us, a draw was probably a fair result as well. So
I think so too, definitely.
they're another team, decent team. It's always tough playing Fulham. It's not, it's not an easy game. You're always going to be in a game 9 times out of 10, because I think Silva's a good manager. He's an underrated manager. You don't really get a lot of credit. And they got quite a few good players
Got
there.
good players, Fulham. Yeah, man.
One of them being one of the ex-Liverpool players, Harry Wilson. I think his game and how he's improved so much. his all-round game. 'Cause I think the goal he scored as well was with his right foot. He controlled it with his left and then struck it with his right.
Well, yeah, Fulham took the lead. Chelsea equalised, but Harry Wilson once again hits the winner.
No,
Crazy.
he's a problem because if you know he's got a wicked left foot, but all round, I think he's gone from strength to strength.
Well, his game gone to another level this year. He's playing really well. He's been their player of the season so far, Fulham, definitely.
100%. So I think that's a big win for Fulham, and they get bragging rights in terms of the derby when it comes to Fulham Chelsea. You know, so Chelsea fans probably stressed, upset because they're in a bit of a rut as well. The new manager didn't start today, did he?
No, he was just there. He didn't.
Yeah,
What do you reckon about him, though? What do you reckon about him? What do you think
I
he's going
think
to
he
do?
can do. I think he can do well. I think he's a talented manager, and obviously he's English. I think
It's good to see an English manager in the top
English
clubs, you know what I'm
manager as
saying?
well. Yeah, so I think he can do well for them. The problem with Chelsea and a lot of these teams now is that they're looking for yes men. They're not looking for managers. They're looking for a coach, and then the higher ups kind of intervene too much more. So I want to see if they start intervening. Because for now he'll probably play his role and eat humble pie and whatnot. But say he gets Champions League and he maybe wins, because remember they're still in the League Cup. Say he wins or something like that, and then he might start speaking out a bit more. I maybe want this, I want that. What is that going to be held against him? Because that's what I feel. A lot of them, it's like they just want you to do as I say, not as I do, kind of thing. Whereas,
Well, I think that's what's happened with Chelsea. Chelsea got rid of their manager last week because he spoke out against the hierarchy.
yeah.
Amram's gone because he spoke out against the hierarchy. It's like you said, these guys want you to just be the coach, and they're trying to pick the team and do mad things and get involved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know.
With Amran, I think he's been wanting them to sack him though. But the thing is, so
He's been trying.
yeah, because he's not a donor. He knew what he was doing. I think he's done that, so he didn't leave himself, so he can pay, so you can
Get that pay, get that money, bro.
I'm not the head coach. I'm the manager. You know you're the head coach. You may want to be the manager, but you know you're the head coach. What you signed and what you agreed to. So as soon as you start questioning the hierarchy and being disrespectful, kind of challenging them publicly, it's only going to be one outcome, whether you're doing well or not. Because look at Nuno, how well he was doing at Forest, and as soon as a little escalation between Edu and the owner as well, and then you saw they got rid of him as well, and he was doing well at Forest. So
he was doing sick at Forest.
There's always going to be that power struggle, but the owner's always going to win. The higher ups are always going to win because they're higher.
There's no point in taking them on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, big up to Fulham, unless they got that win. But Marco Silva, his contract's up at the end of the season. He's going to they're trying to get him to sign, but he ain't signing unless they back him. So we have to see if they back him.
No,
He's a
so
good
his
manager.
contract's up end of the season.
Yeah, bro. They're trying to re-sign him. They're offering him deals, and he's saying, "If you don't give me the players I want, I'll go."
Yeah, because otherwise you're not really progressing, innit? And how long's he been there
About
now?
good 3-4 years now.
So I'm trying to say. So you kind of feel
He's
like
trying to take him to the next level, and I think he can.
yeah, he can
But
100%.
he ain't getting every year, bro. But Fulham need a strike for like 3 years. Another striker. They don't buy no one. They need to back him properly and let him take the team into the top 8. I reckon. You know what I'm saying?
Glasner's another one though as well. At the end of the season, I think his contract's up, and they've tried to renew his contract. But I think with him, he's gonna go to United at the end of the season. That's what I think.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Okay, we're talking about United. Let's move on to United. Burnley 2, Manchester United 2. Darren Fletcher's first game in charge, and I think that's a bit disappointing. I thought they'd looking to go there and get a win on the belt, get a win under the belt, you know.
Yeah, I think they were a lot better though. When I watched parts of the game, you could see the style of play. It looked a bit more direct because in terms of like Sesko, he scored twice today, and apparently he got the most shots on target or most chances today all season. He's had the most chance in the Burnley game, which shows you that under Amram you weren't kind of utilising him properly where he's a target man. You got to get the ball out wide, stretch the pitch, and put the ball into the box, which is what they've done with him. Obviously, Burnley, I think, started better, and then they got a bit of fortune, got a goal, own goal, but you take it as it is. But they also had a few chances as well, and then they were able to get back into the game. Yeah, you would look at it and think United should win, but even whatever manager comes in, they're still in their team in transition. They got good players, but there's areas there that need to be addressed. Like Martinez, for me, Martinez he can't play in a back 2. He has to be a back 3.
That's a cover. He needs a cover over him.
Yeah, because the second goal, was kind of his fault. He kind of allowed the player to come in and then shoot.
Right.
You know, he didn't get close enough.
Yeah.
And then Lenny Euro, he doesn't look ready. Even though he's talented, he doesn't
He's
look
not
like
ready in my eyes. He's still too young. Still
he
makes
doesn't look ready.
mistakes.
And obviously
Gets put in
because
the
of
wrong
that,
positions.
yeah, because of that amount of money spent and because he's a talent, there's so
Gotta
much
play
pressure.
him.
There's so much pressure on him. But for me, they got to ease him in, I think. So it'll be interesting to see how Fletcher does. I do think they will improve though, because I think he's just going to play more. He's not going to
Go back to
overcompensate.
basics. He'll go back to basics and
That's what
play.
you're saying. You just go back to basics and then just go try and build momentum game by game. But I do think United will disappoint because they came back and they were winning the game. Try and see it out or try and see if you can get a third to get the
Well,
three
look at the
points.
stats. They dominated the game though. They had flipping 24 shots, 8 on target, 65%. You gotta be that. You gotta win the game with 8
Yeah,
shots on target. You gotta win the game, bro. Gotta put that away. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But United again letting in silly goals, man. Letting in goals at the end. Jade Anthony getting the equaliser. Good point for Burnley though.
No, good point. Great point for Burnley. Great
You
point.
know, it's a good point for Burnley, man. But let's go back to Man City 1, Brighton 1.
Mm.
I know City are disappointed though, man. Dropped more
These-
points.
They're in a little rut
Jeez.
at the minute. The last 3 games they've
That's
drawn.
three draws.
Last three
Three
games.
draws.
Sunderland. Who is it?
Sunderland, Chelsea, and now Brighton.
This
Mad.
game, yeah. So obviously Arsenal must be like rubbing their hands. To be honest, they must be rubbing their hands, thinking, "This is we didn't see this coming, but this is great." They must be rubbing their hands. But that game, I think first half, it was kind of balanced. Even though I think City went in front and got through the penalty,
Brighton had chances.
Brighton had chances and they were causing City problems. And defensively, I forgot the centre back. I think him and Haaland got history. They were having a good battle again. They look like, for me, Brighton are a good team. Like I said, with Brighton, another team, you're always going to be in a game 9 times out of 10 because they're well run, well organized. They can defend, they can attack. So I kind of think that game's a fair result. I wouldn't have been surprised even if Brighton went on to nick it. But obviously,
It
everyone
wouldn't surprise
expects
me
City
either,
to
man.
win. Everyone expects City to win, but I do think the loss of Guardado and Diaz
Diaz. They got
kind of
injury crisis,
you're
bro.
gonna see that for the rest of the season. That's why they're desperately trying to get a centre back in this window. So,
Yeah, but they've looked vulnerable all season in the transitions as well, though, and Brighton are good in the transitions as well. Rodri, I don't know if Rodri played actually, but even when he's back, he still doesn't look like the old Rodri. He's still not cutting down the
he's still trying to
spaces.
find his
He's
feet. It's gonna
finding
take
his form in
time.
it. So in the
100%.
transition, they still look open, though, man.
Yeah.
See, throwing away points, bro. Jeez.
I don't know, bro.
But look at
But
this.
it depends. Some will be unhappy, but you might get some fans. You might say they didn't think they were challenging, but then at the same time, it's City, so
They have
like
to
I
be
said,
challenging with that squad and the
they
money they
100%
spend.
have to be challenging. But the only thing I would say is that what makes them a bit different from the City of old is that defense at the back. Like you said, they're still a bit too open in transition. They can be got at times, and you always have a chance against City because they play football.
Yeah, and they
You know,
they push people forward as well. So
push
they
people
need that
forward,
Rodri sitting there,
gaps. Yeah.
and Gonzalez, he's decent, but he ain't good enough to cover Rodri's
No,
spaces.
he's
Do you
not
know what I'm
Rodri.
saying?
Not Rodri,
He
100%.
ain't no Rodri, bro.
Rodri's
Yeah,
not.
City are struggling at the moment. I think the next game, I think it's FA Cup. The next game, I think they got United. They got Newcastle coming, then they got United after. They got
Oh,
some big games coming up.
yeah, off FA Cup this weekend, innit?
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, next weekend they got United. That'll be an interesting game. That's not
It
going to
will
be
be.
easy. It's not going to
Ain't
be
gonna
easy.
be that Manchester derby. I think Man United have won the last couple. I think, haven't they?
And it's early
Amra had a good record.
kickoff as well. So you never know
That'll
with
be a
those
good game.
Yeah.
But yeah, City dropping more points, man. Jeez. Right, listen. Newcastle 4, Leeds 3.
Wow.
Listen, that's one of the games of the season so far, man. That is crazy. I saw it was 2-2, and I thought flipping Aronson hit the winner at 3-2, and I thought game done. That was like 80 something. Guimaraes got a penalty, 3-3, and right at the end they popped up with a winner. I'm just in I think it was Harvey Barnes. Crazy game, bro.
High scoring, entertaining. It's kind of both teams throwing caution to the wind. Like, more attacking than defending. Kind of both trying to go for the game, trying to win trying to win the game. Me personally, I think Leeds deserve to get signed out of that game.
I think so too.
I think they play quite well, considering they're away from home. Because Newcastle is always a
Tough
tough
place to
ground.
go. It's
The
tough, bro.
tough,
St
tough
James's
ground. So
Park.
especially when their fans get behind them and whatnot, and it's probably cold over there. And how what's it like? How much does the stadium fill, their capacity?
I think it's like 45, isn't it? 50
Okay,
maybe.
so yeah, massive stadium, as well. But yeah, I think they should have got signed. And when I was watching it and it was 3-2, I thought, okay, they're gonna see this out. And the same guy who scored, unfortunately, conceded the penalty. You could see how devastated he was.
It was
Then after that, I
Aronson.
thought that game was done until I had to check it again. And then when you told me off screen 4-3, I was like, no way. Well, surely 3-3 makes it's gonna be 3-3, fair enough. But Newcastle must be over the moon on top of the world, and Leeds must feel like they just the ground to swallow them up.
Deflated because when Grimmer scored the penalty, obviously some people are cheering. He's running into the net trying to grab the ball. But the Leeds players like, no, I'm trying to hold on to the ball.
Yeah,
Bro,
'cause
they
they
got it and they went
spent-
again, bro. I can't even believe they did that. I can't believe Harvey Barnes hit the winner at 4-3. That's crazy, bro. They needed that. No, Newcastle was struggling. I know they won the other day, but generally, where they are in the table, it's not good enough. Do you know what I'm saying? They're like 6 now. That one win jumped them up like 4 places. Mad.
No, massive win. I think it would have been even more massive for Leeds, but unfortunately, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Leeds are doing well though.
Mm.
Yeah, Leeds are 7 points clear of the relegation at the moment. Okay, or ahead of West Ham. So Leeds are doing well. They picked up Leeds. Last few games they've done really well. They're starting to score goals. They look like a much better unit.
No, the last few games they've done quite well. So they got a point against us. They're another team who's a surprise package, and they got a decent manager. They got some good players there as well. They're not easy to play against.
They
Leeds.
got a draw against us. They got a draw against United the other day as well.
Yeah. No, they're doing well. To be fair, they're doing all right. Like I said, they're one of those teams. They're not just gonna lie down. They're gonna try and battle and scrap for everything. So
And I'll tell you what, going up to Ellen Road is not an easy place to go, bro. It's
never,
tough up there.
never is,
Tough.
never is.
You know,
Because their fan base, where if they get momentum and the crowd's feeling it and they get behind them,
it's a hard place to go,
be
bro.
hard for the away team. You know what I mean?
No
It'll be
doubt.
very hard.
One game left of this game week 21. It's Arsenal versus Liverpool. That's our team at the Emirates. Talk to me, bro, because I'm a bit like.
I feel too much different feelings, to be honest, with this game. Because I want to win, but then it's unlikely that we're going to. It's unlikely. We have a chance, but I think Arsenal are 100% the favourites. They're top of
Yeah,
the
Arsenal
league.
going to this one's the favourites.
They're flying. They're at
They haven't
home.
been in great form, but they've been winning their games. You know what I'm saying?
Even if we
So,
were doing well, I would edge them as the favourites at home, whereas I would edge us as the favourites at home. But
yeah,
they're
no, that's
flying.
it's always a good game though. But yeah, it's gonna be tough going out there tomorrow night.
They're flying, and we're having a average below par season. And with City dropping points, I think that might give
That
us
just boosts them. That gives them a little
extra
boost to think,
motivation.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Obviously, we have a chance, but I just think we got to keep it tight. And if we are gonna win, we kind of have to put on the perfect performance. We can't make any silly mistakes,
And that's
unforced
the problem.
errors.
And that's the
And
problem
then
because our performances have been poor last few
set
games,
pieces,
bro.
we got to be a lot better. And set pieces is one of Arsenal's best weapons.
Strong points.
And we're so poor when it comes to set pieces. And then I also think we got to score first if we want to get something from that game, in my opinion.
Bro, if they score first, we can lose that game 3-0,
Especially
you
if
know
they
that?
score early. I think the Ryan could be in the walk. Could be a long evening. Could be a very long evening for
That's what I'm
us.
saying. If they go 1-0 up, we could crumble and go 2-3-0 down. It wouldn't surprise me because we've been letting goals in left, right, and
I
centre and
also
lost.
think-
Like Leeds.
Yeah.
Like Leeds just crumbled, let them in. Do you know what I mean?
Too many times this season. Fulham as well. Look, we were meant to see that game out, and then you score an injury time, then you let them score an injury time. Like, what's going on
What's
here?
this? What's
Like, see
this?
the game out. Close the guy down, man. Don't let him shoot from 30, 40 yards. But
Who's closing him down?
that's what I'm trying to say. Like, they are supposed to put the
Jesus.
ball in the box, whereas it's like, close him down. Common sense, man. But I also think tomorrow, if we get hammered, I think that's the end of Slot. Like, goodbye,
Don't
Slot.
talk like that. I can't be going to Arsenal getting hammered by no
I
one, bro.
know,
Forget
but
that
I'm just
business,
preparing
bro.
myself. Like I said, we do have a chance, but it all depends if the players turn up, if they're up for the game, and what team he picks. He needs to put
Yeah,
players in the
definitely.
right positions, not
Playing
putting
players
guys
in
in
the right
wrong positions.
positions. Don't play. He's
Play the
pissing
right
me
back
off with
in the
this.
right back position. I know what's gonna happen. He's gonna play supposedly like right mid. I
Right
don't want
back,
supposedly
right
right mid.
mid, centre. Play him in the
No,
centre.
that's what I'm saying. He's gonna play
Yeah.
Verts on the left. I have a feeling. I think I have read something that Ekatike. He wants to play Ekatike, but apparently he's not fit. That's what the sports scientists are recommending. So
We need him.
because
We
this,
missed him in the game against Fulham. You
yeah,
need a presence up there. Gakpo in the presence, bro.
no man,
He's not.
Gakpo.
He's. I
So
don't rate
hard.
him. You know.
He's so hard to watch. I think
Predict.
I think he's reclined. I think
Bruv, he's
he's
just
gone
chilling.
back.
Since Diaz has left, he's just chilling
He's
now.
gone
He's
back.
just
'Cause
chilling.
I watched him against Fulham,
Poor.
and there's too much. You look at when he runs, yeah, it's always head down. Head down. How you gonna see what's going on around you if you're looking down at the grass? Like you don't trust your legs. Like what's going on? Then I saw him get clean through when it was 0-0. I
What
see
did he
him
do
clean
with his
through.
left foot? He just screwed it wide.
Yeah, you see when he was clean through, but the reason that chance got messed up is because when he controlled it so poor, it took him wide.
Took him
Like,
wide. He
come
should have
on,
been bearing down on goal.
where's your composure, man? If you controlled that better, you're more than likely you should be scoring that. That's bread and butter. But yeah, man, I think we need Ekatike tomorrow. But if he's not fully fit, it's not worth risking him because you could play him tomorrow and then he could
Get him
get
injured. Not
And
worth
if he
it.
gets injured, we're in trouble because Isak's already injured. And then what are you gonna do, Gakpo, the rest of the season?
Listen, I'm not even joking. I prefer him to start Chiesa up there than Gakpo. You know that?
Yeah.
Because Gakpo don't offer me nothing, bro. He offers me
Is
nothing.
Jayden Dan's available yet or no?
I'm not too sure, you know.
'Cause even if he's available, I'd play him. I'd play
Instead
him.
of Cody Gakpo up front,
Yeah,
forget that
'cause he's a
business.
proper. I know he's a youngster, but he's a proper striker. You got to start using your squad.
He's a proper number 9, isn't he? He'll run for you. He'll make runs and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it'll be interesting. I'm not sure. A lot of different feelings: nervous, anxiety.
It's that nervous anxiety feeling. You
Yeah.
get me? But give me a score prediction though, bruv.
Oh, oh, I don't. Oh, trying to think here. Oh, I think 3 or 4-1 Arsenal. I'll be honest.
Serious. I'll be honest with you. The first ball that came to my head, and I feel crap saying it. I thought 3-1 to them. I'll take a 2-2 draw though.
Yeah, I'll take a point or a win. Of course, I'll take it. I don't care how we get it. I'll take it. But we got to see tomorrow, innit?
It's gonna be tough.
How it is going to be tough. But I think, like I said, we got to try and stay in the game. The first 20, 30 minutes, it's going to be a lot of pressure. They're going to try and start fast. The last thing we want to do is concede an early goal. Like I
That's the
said,
worst thing we can do. We'll
don't concede an
crumble.
early goal. And if you do want to get something from the game, we have to score first. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
We have to kind of give ourselves something to defend.
Yeah, we can't. If we let them score in the first 20 minutes, we can end up losing that game 4-1.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me, bro, because we've crumbled at times. Our defense looks open. Even Van Dijk's starting to look. He just looks like he can't even marshal the back four no more himself at the moment. He looks like he's losing it as well. You
I
get
know.
me?
That's how
Earlier
they
in the season, it was just Kanate. Now they're both doing stupid things,
look
bro.
like. He's not bothered. It's one of them ones. It's like, can I be asked
Pissing
today?
me off.
This man is just
Pissing
like,
me
since
off.
we don't understand, I'm not bothered. He keeps coming with this same rubbish. We don't play this way, so I'm not gonna do what I'm supposed to do to make this guy understand. We don't want to play what you're asking us to do, the system. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I can't be having that. That's just stupidness. You know them ones.
Of course, you gotta do basics, and you
You've
always
got
gotta
to
try.
stand, and you're the captain of the team. You've got to come better than that. He's been
Yeah,
poor the
you
last
got
few
someone.
games as well.
Never down tools. That's how I see it. Never down
You
tools.
can't. Bro, you're getting paid big money. You put your heart on the line every single time for
I'm
the
saying.
club. Come on.
Yeah.
You know?
Think about the fans as well. That's how I see it, man. You always got to think about the fans, you know.
They pay your wages. Come
That's
on.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You
100%.
know, you can't be throwing in the towel and letting everyone see it because there's too many of them in that team at the moment that ain't fighting. They're not fighting for the
They're
badge,
not
bro.
fighting. Yeah, they're not
They're not
showing that
fighting.
passion, that
They're
hunger.
not showing that fashion, bro. It's like they're all down tools. There's too many of them that's down tools. People
that's
like
why-
McAllister. I love
Yeah.
McAllister. McAllister shouldn't be in the starting lineup. He's
No, he
been
shouldn't.
rubbish.
He's been
What's
rubbish.
what's his role? He's not attacking. He's not defending. He's just there.
But from what it sounds like, he come out and said he don't really understand he didn't say too much, but he said the tactics and whatnot, we're not doing that good and whatnot and things like that. So maybe I'm wondering Slot's asked him to do something else. And if you look at that Fulham game, he was the he was alongside Gravenberch. Why is he the deep line playmaker when he's got no
I don't.
pace?
He's
He
got no
should be
pace.
in
He's
the
got no
10.
strength.
And then
What's he
you've
doing
got
there?
Curtis Jones, who's a ball carrier, who's technically good
And
with the ball.
and
Why,
press
why is he,
resistant.
he's out on the left when he should be alongside Gravenberch, and then Vert
Yeah.
should be on the 10.
I
Vert
don't know.
isn't.
There's
I
a lot of
mean,
problems in the team with Slot sets up at the moment. There's too many
it's
weird things going on there.
too much weird, stuff. Too much weird stuff.
Yeah.
I think when some players are not playing well, put the young players in. Like I said, Rio should be
Start
playing.
Rio. Just start him on the
Trey,
left instead of Gakpo,
Naomi should
man.
be getting minutes, and Chiesa is another one who should be getting minutes.
Most definitely.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, it'd be interesting. I'll take a 2-2 draw though, bro. I'll take a 2-2 draw. Come on, do you know what I'm saying? Bro, we'll leave it there, man. Thank you so much for jumping on. I know it's a late one, but I appreciate it though, man.
No problem. Anytime.
You know, I appreciate it, bro. Guys, thank you so much for listening to the podcast. We are nearly 800 subs on YouTube. Give us a like and a follow and pass the podcast on. And yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. I appreciate it. Thanks again, bro. Appreciate it, man.
No problem.